What is up, everybody? How are we doing out there? All right, I do have it turned up all the way on my mic. We're gonna get right into it. Got two likes. Somebody's watching. Somebody's watching. We're gonna get into the show here, man. Hey, it's not Monday. Two Monday night games. I legit fell asleep last night during the last one. I think I started falling asleep around the beginning of the fourth quarter. I tried my best, guys. I really did. I thought I could make it, but at some point I was just like, I give up. I can't do this. And so I pushed the show. Producer decision, pushed the show to Tuesday, and I don't think it's a bad thing. So here we are. It's not Monday. It's Tuesday. It's 7 o'clock, 7:02 on the dot. It's not late. It's a Dynasty Fantasy Football recap. Let's roll those highlights. And if you're in chat and you're watching the show, you're watching this. And first of all, let us lead off. Let us lead off with the little happy birthday. Happy birthday to our man Luis, aka Wicho, aka my mom's on the line. Let me call you back. Last week he went by Sax in the City 2. This week he's going by my mom's on the line because he played Gabe. Is Luis is not on. I don't know who's on. Somebody's watching. I don't know who's watching. If Luis hops on, I will summon the better half of this team, and and we'll take it from there. Another week, another fantasy football week, right? Another time to be alive, I guess. Let me switch up my camera here as I talk. I'm gonna bring up some stuff here on my computer while we do this. And oh my gosh, guys, this studio's looking crazy again. Fantasy football. I'm gonna do the injury report going into next week and get all that stuff ready for you guys so you guys can see it, so that we know. How's everybody out there doing? Me? I'm doing fine. Couldn't be better. Just kidding. Could always be better. NBA season starts off. It's starting today. First game of the season so far is we got the Thunder and the Rockets going. So I don't know if you guys can be following basketball this year, but yeah, it's pretty cool. All right, there we go. I'm gonna go back here to this one. There we go. Hopefully it wasn't too chaotic for you there. All right, going into the first game of the week is me, aka the Commish, aka the Mandalorian, taking on. He was first place. It was first versus second. I was taking on Chris's. My name is Mud. We put up a lot of points tonight. This past week, 155.94 to 126.64 is the final score. I get the win almost by 30 points. I get 24 from Hertz, 38 from Chase, 33 from Smith. I got 12, immediately 12 from A-Chain, 11 from Johnson in the flex, but I did get 12 points from the Philadelphia defense. 126 points is pretty decent. Usually that'll get the job done. Not this week though, because you played the player with the most points this week, Chris. You did get 17 from Daniels, 12 from Pickens, 34 from Taylor. Had me a little worried, and 21 from Bijan Robinson. Good point output there for you. But I mean, the kicker for me was Chase and Devontae Smith just absolutely going off this week, giving me, 71 points, almost 71 and a half points, 71.4 if I do that math in my head. And yeah, it all worked out. And in the 1 week that I don't play Willie Marks, because, I had him for a week and I sat him because I didn't think he didn't do that great off the bench. he scores, he picks up 12 points on the bench. So maybe maybe that's something for me to look forward to in the future, playing this guy. Hey, I move up to 6-1. Chris drops to 5-2. That's done with them. Dinner. Going on to game 2, Freddie's Black Bears of Light and taking on Jeremy's Jerry Die. Both these teams looking to improve. Freddie picks up his 3rd win of the season, moving to 3-4 with a 110/82 win. He got 20 points from St. Brown there, 29 from McBride to help seal the deal. No points from Waller in the flex. No points for Jeremy in the flex either. He had 0 there. I don't know what happened there. 13 from Dobbs and 18 from Jacobs. Jimmy Jacobs. Yeah. It is what it is. Jeremy couldn't crack 100. He's going to drop to 2-5. Going into game 3, Brandon and Alex putting up a barn burner, almost nearly identical to our game. Pretty dang close. You got Brandon Sartinson improving to 5-2 as well. He gets the big one. 153-133 is the final score. Alex dropping to 2-5, even though he put up a lot of points this week. Just couldn't seal the deal there. 39 from Knicks. 22 from Lamb. 23. I just realized I didn't share this link somewhere else. Let me go drop it on here as I talk and talk. Hey, Rice, right in his first game back, am I correct? In his first game back, scores 23 points. Yeah, that's pretty good. Not too shabby there. Rashid Rice, 23 points. 15 points from Johnson there in the tight end position. 26 in the flex from Devontae Adams. Look at that. 5 receptions, 35 yards, but 3 reception TDs. That's bananas. 153 points from Brandon as he gets the win. Going on to game 4, Johnny's Draft Day Losers taking on Martha Sachs in the City. It's a role reversal here. We got a lot of teams at 5-2, which is pretty wild when you think about it. And we got 3 teams we'll see here in the standings in just a bit. Johnny's going to improve the 5-2 with a final score 148-85. Big win for Johnny here. Martha loses another one. She had 22 points from Jones, 15 from McConkey, 12 from the Detroit defense. It's a rough year for her. Only 8 points from Drake London. That was rough. The Atlanta offense was just completely bogged down by the San Francisco defense. They could not get started. It was a frustrating game for me to watch, being that I had the opportunity to watch it as a Sunday night game and just feeling so annoyed that this is the game, that this is how bad they're playing. Prescott with 23, 39 from McCaffrey, and 26 from Judkins there in your flex. Johnny, big win for you, 148-85 is the final score. What's up, Ezra?
Wait, are you making a video?
I'm doing a live stream on the recap right now. This is how I do it.
But only one person's watching.
It's all right. Doesn't matter. Yeah. All right, going into game 5, we had Bravos. I got to blur this out. This is terrible. I'm going to put my finger over there. F. Joe taking on Joe's Sydney Jeans teams. Both teams were 3-3 going into this week. And looks like Joe gets the big win finally. 139-178 is the final score. Joe's going to get the win there. 12 points from Baker Mayfield, 26 from Njigba. Because that's how you say it, right? I can never get it right. Jefferson there with 12, 20 from Swift, 21 from Ferguson, 28 from A.J. Brown. A lot of point output for the Philadelphia wide receivers there. That helped out a lot. And 11 points from the Los Angeles Rams. Defense helps his deal. Bravo can't even crack 80, but he does not have the lowest point total. That is coming up right now. Guys, if you're in chat, say hello. They'll leave that chat window all by itself there. It's so lonely. It's so lonely. Let's give it some love. Let's give it some love. Chat, come on. Go for the gusto. Takes out Luis. Takes out the birthday boy this week. 105-69. It is terrible. Gabe gets a big win. Moves to 2-5. He's still stuck in that 12th position, but we're going to look at the standings here in just a bit. We're going to talk about that. 10 points from Bryce Young. 36 from Gibbs. He had 2 players that did not score any points. 17 points from Aubrey in that kicking position, which is absolutely wild. I'm sorry, I have my hand over the mic. I don't know if you guys were able to hear me on that. But look at all the players he left on the bench that he could have swapped out and would have put in a lot more points for him. And we got him a lot more going in because he had Myers in the flex with 0 points. 24 points from Hunter. You're starting Hunter. Take out White. You start Hunter. You start Ertz in the flex, I think. Yeah, or Olive. Throw Olive in your flex, Gabe. And I think you keep Shaheed. McLaurin, I don't know what's going on with that. He's injured. What's going on with Luis? He had 29 points from Justin Herbert, but only 8 from DK Metcalf, 19 from Warren. He was in Albuquerque for the weekend. Maybe he just forgot to set his team. He did have 15 from Robinson there, that wide receiver out of New York. Jordan Love, 13 from Pitts Sr. Hey, come on, guys. Not right now. You did have 13 from Pitts in the tight end position. But I would start Laporta as well. If you have Laporta on the bench, you're going to start him. And I'm surprised that Laporta didn't get more catches and more yards last night. It's just the way it is. I mean, 24-9 is the final score. Was the final score in that Tampa Bay Detroit game, which was kind of frustrating to watch as well. But 105-69 is the final score for Gabe getting a win, moving to 5-2 or 2-5. Sorry. Sorry, guys. All right, let's look at these live standings as it is, and they are live right now. You got me in first place at 6-1. Then you got My Name Is Mud at 5-2. Draft Day Losers at 5-2. Sartin Son 5-2. Sydney's Jeans team all alone in 5th place at 4-3. Then you got Blackberries Alike. My mom's on the other line. F Joe between 6, 7, and 8, all tied up at 3 and 4. 9, 10th, and 11th, and 12th. 9 through 12 all have the same record. 2-5. Based on points, I believe Alex is leading the way. But I told you last week, Gabe. I told you. It would just take a couple of wins for you to get back in this thing, and it's not completely out of it. You got a decent team. Go for the gusto. You can go for the wins if you just swap out some of these players. Like I said, Hunter, he's that rookie running back or rookie wide receiver. Play him. Put him in. Leave Warren in. He's going to do okay. All of you got to throw in. I hate the Saints, but to get you back in this thing and maybe you have a chance. You never know. Anybody has a chance. We're barely at the midpoint of the season, of the fantasy season. We have another halfway to go into the season before the playoffs start. A lot of room to make up. You have a lot of chances. We're still good to go. Yeah, it's not over for you yet. Man, oh man. Let's look at the here we go, the injury recap here. And we got, let's see, if I can go all the way down. There we go. That's what I want. The Week 8 injury report. We got Jaden Daniels, hamstring. Lamar Jackson still hamstring. J.J. McCarthy still out with that ankle. Bryce Young reportedly out. He hurt his ankle. Michael Penix foot. That was new. And Brock Purdy still with his toe and shoulder. Running back out. We got Bucky Irving, Kendry Miller, Josh Jacobs. I said Jacobs earlier. I don't know what I was thinking. Josh Jacobs, Aaron Jones Sr., Trey Vincent, Kendry Miller out. He got hurt, torn ACL for the season. Then you got Puka Nuka. He's ankle, but he's on a bye. Brian Thomas Jr. from the Jags, but also on a bye. Ibuka still hurt with that hamstring. Evans, collarbone and concussion. He's going to be out. I think he's out for foreseeable future, a couple weeks at least. Nico Collins, concussion. Garrett Wilson, knee. Debo Samuel, heel. Terry McLaurin, quad still. Jacoby Myers, he's going to be on a bye, but he has a bum knee. Calvin Ridley with the hand. Look at all these players. All these wide receivers going down. And tight end, look at there. You got Brock Bowers, Dalton Kincaid. It was oblique. He should be back, hopefully. I'm hoping. Fingers crossed. Waller, Njoku. And then you got Cole Kmet here with the bad back out for the season. You got all these players, all these big name here. Neighbors, Hill, Najee Harris, Austin Eckler, James Conner, Antonio Gibson, Miles Sanders, and Kendry Miller now. Rough. We can take a look. My recap's better than the recap that's currently showing on the screen. I want to do, come on, bring up teams. I turn this? It's probably because I have Stat Tracker on. And I want to do pick those picks. Oh gosh. I need a standalone streaming machine. Pick those picks. Let's see what we got going on. Dynasty Fantasy. Okay. Dynasty Forever. What is this? Is terrible. How come I can't do this? Overview. Gosh. All right, I'm still leading the way. It took us forever to get there, but eventually I got there. Pick those picks. Hey, I'm there in first as well. 76 points. Ain't nothing but a pick 'em thing at 72. 68 from Freddy's Blackbeard's Delight. 67 from Bravo's Football. Martha Sacks in the City at 66. Joe, 64. Better than Joe's pick. Not. He's getting there. 61. 3 away. And you got Jack the Loser down there at 58. Johnny texted me earlier in the week and he said he knew you forgot to do something. But it's amazing that, Johnny, that you were able to get 12 points. This week, you kind of led the way also based on tiebreaker. And you're back in it at 58. You can get out of last place and probably take over, make up some positions here. I 12 as well, but I didn't win total. No, pretty good. Been doing pretty good on pick'ems this year, so not too shabby. I did have like the Falcons pick, so there's some games on there that obviously I was wrong on. That I think a lot of people probably pick like Detroit to win. I mean, I think most people would if you're not a Falcons fan. So I think that's how that goes. But it is what it is. We'll just take it for what it is. Well, since nobody has joined the show, I'm gonna go ahead and end it. Well, actually, right before I do, let's do this. We're gonna go back, take a nice little preview here, and since I'm not running, this is probably gonna run a lot smoother since I'm not running Stat Tracker. We're gonna take a look at it's right here. It's right here. Dang it. The Week 8 matchups. Not sponsored. The recap is not sponsored by any of these sponsors. Please do not go to Anchor. Do not go to JLab. Okay. I'll be taking on Johnny's Draft Day Losers. Look at that. We're very, very close to having even matchup there. Blackbeard's a light taking on Joe. Alex's Bull Club Gold taking on Martha Sacks in the City. Battle of the 2 and 5s. F. Joe taking on Brandon, Sarton Son. You got Chris's My Name is Mud looking to rebound after this week's beatdown. Taking on Luis's My Mom's on the other line. You got Gabe, Go for the Gusto, taking on Jerry Die. Another battle for 12th. Who's going to win? I got my money on Gabe here. I think he's going to do pretty good. I think he's going to improve to 3 and 5 based on points. Like I said, Gabe, you got to score some more points. You only had 714 points. You're down here at the bottom. So if you beat Jeremy, you move up to 11th, but I don't see you moving up anywhere else. Martha and Alex are also battling for this other last spot. So whoever, you're probably going to be stuck here you have a chance to move up to 10th. If Martha or Alex loses, you get a win. Well, no, you can, with the win, you're going to move up to 10th. I don't know what I'm talking about. With the win, you can move up to 10th and then just go from there. And then you got to hope that you would be 3 and 5 then. Joe, Freddie loses, then he'd be 3 and 5. Either Louis, and then you go into this territory too with, I was thinking of Bravo. Bravo, and you're so close. I'm very interested to see how week 8 goes. I said we're past the halfway point because this was week 7. So here we go, man. We're past the halfway point. We're getting down to playoff time already, guys. Can you already believe it? We're already almost there. We're past the halfway mark. Football season is flying by. It makes us kind of sad when you think about it that we're already going to be in week 8, right? Is that? Yeah, 6-1. Oh, it's flying by, guys. On that note, guys, we playing. Okay, I like that I get a text. Hey, 9:30. Okay, 9:30 they're playing. That is late. I'm gonna try and play some Battlefield later tonight. We'll see. We'll see how that goes. Guys, ending the show. Appreciate those who watch. If you're gonna watch the show on demand, go ahead, leave a like, leave a comment, help me out there. Hit the bell so that you know when I'm live. I guess because I threw everybody off this weekend and did a show on Tuesday, nobody shows up. But on that note, happy birthday, Luis. You're 53 years old. When you were born in 1972, the doctors were amazed by how old you already looked when you were born. But congratulations, 53 is a big deal, you know, in our time and age. So congratulations on that. You look great, though. You look great. Don't work too hard. I think you're on the clock right now. Shout out to Luis. Shout out to everybody in the league. You guys have a good night. God bless. Set those teams. Pick those picks. I'll see you guys right here next week on the recap. Laters.